Hi, friends. This is Sienna Sun, and I want to welcome you to Quantum Convergence. I have been kind of pondering things today with the solstice, and I feel called to share a story. And this story has to do with a collective message for the ones that have been drawn to this message and drawn to this channel. When I was younger, I saw things that weren't from this realm. And I remember trying to explain to my parents what it was that I was seeing. And this happened from a very young age. And I continued to see things throughout my childhood. But every time I would see something or I would try to share it, I was told that I was making things up, that it was my imagination, and that later on, as these things kept happening, that I was strange, that I was weird, that my what I was experiencing was evil, and I that I was a bad person, and it really shaped me throughout my life. And the collective message today is it's about becoming the one that you were when you were full of light and love and innocence and beauty and connection to the earth and connection to the sky and the animal kingdom. It's remembering who you were before you were told that you had to be something different or that what you were wasn't acceptable. And this is a pretty emotional thing for me that I'm sharing. And I have a feeling it's going to be emotional for all of the ones who were called to this channel as well. Because many of us who listen to these readings and who are drawn to these types of things and these unique ways of navigating through this world, we have special gifts. We have gifts that aren't accepted by everyone, and it can be difficult for us. Now, many of us could have seen fairies, we could have been able to communicate with animals and listen to the birds. Can you hear the birds? I have my window open right now. My cat Luna is just looking out the window and just enjoying the view. But those birds that was confirmation that we are connected to these beautiful, magical realms that are right outside of us. Imagine reaching your hands out in front of you in any direction, in front of you, behind you, and knowing that you can tap into those dimensions, that you are capable by your frequency of connecting to those places. And as children, our our belief is different. We see beyond what we see with our eyes. And many of us develop our gifts very, very early on in life, but our environment pretty much either beats it out of us or convinces us we're crazy or that it's our imagination or that we have mental health issues or that, oh my gosh, you lie, or there's no way that animals are going to communicate with you. There's no way that you're able to see these things. oh, what you're seeing is bad. All of those things were a lie. They were a lie that kept us stuck and put no, it didn't keep us stuck. Well, some of us, it could have kept us stuck for a very long time. But what it did is it made us question ourselves. It made us question who we are. It made us believe in the people around us that were putting us down rather than building us up. Maybe a lot of you were lucky and you were encouraged with these things, and you were encouraged to explore, and you were encouraged to be imaginative and be open with your gifts. And if that was the case for you, I am so grateful that you had that experience. And I'm sure that it carried over in so many aspects of your life. Now, quantum convergence here is really about diving into the subconscious and healing the shadows. And when I say healing the shadows, I mean diving into the shadows to illuminate the beautiful gifts that lie within the shadows. There is nothing wrong with our shadow. Our shadow is the part of us where all of our gifts reside, where all of our treasures are, where our wisdom lies, where the wisdom and the knowledge are hidden behind things that were created through your reality based on the way that others around you had been taught how to create their reality and what they believed was the right way. Now, most of the time, we try to give them the benefit of the doubt. And most of the time, that is, just because of generational cycles and patterns that were experienced in your environment. And then there are the experiences that were on purpose, that were specifically designed to break you down, to dim your light, to take from you. And those experiences are the ones that I'm being called to share with you to release. And by identifying what they are and realizing the impact that it had on you and on the way that you perceive your reality and on the way that you believe about yourself or about your gifts, know that you are being guided to let go of the old you. My guides are wanting me to clarify by letting go of the old you. What they mean is let go of the part of you that believed that your gifts, your abilities, the beautiful, unique ways that you put yourself out in the world, your creativity, your ability to see beyond the veil, to make magic, to be magic, all of those amazing qualities, communicating with animals and seeing and working with dragon energy and working with unicorns and the fairies. It's all so real. And that was just a text message that came through on my phone that felt like another confirmation from the fairy realms and from the other realms where all of these amazing magical energies reside. And it's incredible how we were taught that none of this is real. And I want you to know it's so real and you can have it back. And I think the universe has been guiding me to the ones who are ready to truly awaken and let go of all of the parts of themselves that have been held back by fear, or held back by doubt, or held back by the traumas that they experienced in their childhood, or by having their innocence taken away way too young. We're going to get into the nitty gritty in this channel. I want to be able to hold space for anyone who is ready to dive into these shadows, and the universe is going to guide me in doing this, and being a beacon on your path to help you connect to your highest self, and recognize how you receive your messages from the spirit realm, how you receive, maybe in new ways that you hadn't recognized you were capable of. We are all capable of having all of the clairsenses. We are all capable of communicating with animals, of seeing beyond the veil. What we are learning to do, we are learning to take down the barriers, take down the boundaries, take down the belief systems where we were made to believe that our gifts weren't real. And I love the way that the universe brought this message in for this collective, because we are being guided. We are being guided to expand into deeper levels of understanding of ourselves. I can just kind of sound a little circular there, which I have a feeling will probably happen because it feels like these messages keep coming out in the same way sometimes, and that's okay. Maybe it's just to make sure that we get it and that we understand it, and that it's really important for us to accept ourselves and accept our flaws, accept everything about ourselves that makes us unique. And that's including all of our eccentricities and our unique ways that we put ourselves out in the world, and the funky way that we, have a tendency to be, either the way we put ourselves out there, the way we dress, the way we talk, the way we communicate with others, and how we communicate in the spirit realm. Those are amazing gifts, and I want to thank you so much for listening. I think this is a good place to leave this. I want to start these videos and not have them be too long, because I want you to stay, and I want you to be able to listen to the whole recording because it feels important. And if you're here, I am so grateful that you found this channel. It means that we are beginning to create a community that's going to help awaken others by our own vibration, our own frequency, and diving deep into our shadows to heal. When we begin to embody our frequency, embody our light, we expand energetically. It's like unfurling your wings and sending out this beacon of energy that awakens others and brings them into their knowing. And that is what I want us to do within this collective. So I'm so grateful for you. If you haven't had a chance yet, please subscribe to the channel if you would like to stay up to date on the new material and content that I'm going to be putting out. Thank you again so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Peace.